In this video today, I'm going to be organizing one of my subscribers' music libraries that they sent over to me. Now, I think this music library has around about 4,000 tracks, if I'm correct. Yep, 4,073 tracks. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean up this music library. So first of all, what we're going to do is just have a look at the music library and see what we're working with. So the music library is by DJ World. So in here, you've got hip hop, R&B, hip hop 2, R&B juggling. Now, it looks like he's a hip hop and R&B DJ. So let's have a look more into his folders. So if I open up, I don't know, 2004 juggle, you've got MP3s in here, which is cool. Hip hop. Then you've got some subfolders in here. So you've got 2014 hip hop and you've got more folders inside here. You got some JPEGs in here all the way up. We've got some more tracks in here. Another folder in here with more tracks. And this just looks too complicated. And you got to think, how are you supposed to stay on top of this and organize this? Let's have a look at another folder. So R&B hip hop juggling. There's more folders inside here. You got random desktop innies, order file. Then you've got R&B soul. Inside here, you've got more tracks. You got more JPEGs in here. I personally think this is just too much to have in a music library and it's just way too unorganized. So what we're going to do in this video is organize this music library so it's a lot easier to manage. First of all, what we're going to do is import this music library into Serato to see kind of like what meta tags he has and how his organization is with his metadata. So we're in Serato now. We're going to go to files. We're going to go to my desktop, music library 1, DJ World, and we're just going to import all of his music into here. Right, so this is his music library. You can see that he's got his songs, he's got his artists. Some of them are missing like here. He's got some years, he's got some genres, but if you have a look at here, he's got dancehall, dancehall remix, dancehall Dominican, dancehall rap, and it's just all over the place. I feel like as a DJ, you should have just a set amount of genres in your music library, and then what you can do is you can subcategorize them later. So yes, let's carry on looking down. So he's just got genre in here. He's got hip hop rap. It's just a bit all over the place. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this up a little bit. Actually, you can see here, some of these tracks don't even have an artist. This all just needs cleaning up. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this out of my Serato for now. And let's head back over to his folder structure. So what we need to do first is we need to extract all the MP3s out of this folder so then we can organize the non-MP3 folders. So if you haven't heard, I've got an app coming out soon called Music Library Tools. Basically, this is going to help DJs organize their music library. The main features that you lot are going to get is clearing the years, clearing the genres, and updating the years and genres. If you're interested in this app, check the link down in the description down below. So what we're going to do first is we're going to move all the MP3s out of this. So what we're going to do is click this folder icon here, and then we're going to select the folder DJ World. So I'm going to click open, and then all we're going to do now is move out all the MP3s with the move out function here. So we're going to click this. It's going to do some work, and you can see here that it's created a new folder called All Music New. So if we go into here, you can see that all of his MP3s have now been moved into here. Now, this is already better than his current music library organization because it's not all in folders, etc. So I'm going to just go back up here, and now if we go back to his original folder structure, in here shouldn't have anything apart from a bunch of JPEGs and just his normal folder structure. So you can see in here that there's absolutely nothing in here apart from JPEGs and a few WMAs. Now, my program can't deal with WMAs, WAVs, or M4As. But what I'm going to do next is organize all them audio files into their own separate folders. So in order to do that, I'm going to scroll to the top. I'm going to close all these. And then what we're going to do is we're going to analyze and clean up this folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a script called analyze. So then this is going to analyze and clean up this folder. If you come into other files, you can start to see that I've got folders in here, A files, BMP files, data files, and then obviously the big one's going to be JPEG files because obviously we went through and we saw a bunch of JPEGs. So if we look in JPEG files, all of his JPEG files are now in here. So this is semi-organized now. I can give this back to him and he knows that all of his photos are going to be inside JPEG, all of his M4As are going to be inside M4A, and all of his MP4s are going to be inside here, all of his WAV files, etc. So what we're going to do is we're just going to delete his old folder structure. So like I said, there's going to be absolutely nothing in here now, yeah? So we're going to delete hip hop. Inside AA R&B, it's going to be a bunch of folders with absolutely nothing in, so we're going to delete that as well. Inside hip hop, just going to be a bunch of folders, absolutely nothing in these, so I'm going to delete hip hop. And then hip hop 2 and R&B juggling, you can see that there's absolutely nothing inside these, so I'm going to delete hip hop 2 and hip hop R&B, hip hop juggling. So now all we got is other files, and we're gonna use that later. So we're gonna go back and then we're gonna drag in all music back into here. Right, so now we've got 2 folders, all music, new, and other files. What we need to do now is analyze his all music folder and split out the tracks that are acapellas, instrumentals, remixes, and tracks that have no metadata. But also in this script, it's gonna clean up some tracks that are missing metadata. So say for example, a track is missing an artist or a title, it's gonna do its best to clean that all up. So what I'm gonna do, again, is I'm just going to rename this to music, and then I'm going to analyze this folder. So I'm going to just press up here, and then instead of going in, so I'm inside DJ World, I'm going to do / and then music, right? So now I'm just going to open this up so you lot can see. So I'm going to press enter. So what this has done now is moved all the acapellas into the acapella folder, all the instrumentals into the instrumental folder, all the missing metadata tracks that we couldn't clean up into this folder here. All the other files, which are JPEGs that were missed in the other ones, are in here. And then the remixes are all in here. Now, what we have now is we have a bunch of folders here, but we're going to move these out. So I'm just going to just highlight these and then put that to sort. Now I'm just going to move these out. So now we have 3 folders. We have the music folder, our other files, and then we have our to sort folder. So now we want to really focus on this folder here, music. This is going to be all our MP3s that we're going to scan and get the genre and the years for and then organize further. So what we're going to do is we're going to import this folder into our Serato. Let's have a look at the songs and titles now. So let's see if we've got many missing. So we've only got these tracks here missing the artist. The rest of the tracks here, they have at least something because the script cleaned it up, and it's also moved out all the tracks that have missing metadata that we want to deal with at a later time. So now we're going to focus on these tracks inside here. Now, the main thing for all music organization, for all DJs, is I feel like you need to have the year and the genre. My new application, Music Library Tools, is going to help us with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the folder in this application. We're going to go to select folder, we're going to click the music folder, and we're going to click open. So the first script we're going to run is clear genre. We're going to clear all the genres, so we're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to clear the genre here, and then we're going to clear the years. So now them 2 things are done, let's go back to Serato, and we're just going to go to rescan ID free tags. Now you can start to see that everything's going to start updating with no genre and no data, and the years are all going to be 000. So you can see that here. Every single track in here now has the year 000 and the genre no genre, because we're starting from absolute scratch. Now, this is where the magic's going to come in with the new tool, and this is the reason why you guys are probably going to want to have this app. Now, we're going to run this script here, populate year and genre. This is going to get the year and genre for the tracks in Serato. Now, it's not going to be able to get every single track because I can't get every single track, but it's going to do a very good job. It's going to mark the tracks with hip hop, dancehall, house, commercial, etc. And for some of the genres, it's going to add the subgenres into the composer column, which I'll show you next. So like I said, if you're interested in this app, check the link in the description down below. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to run populate year and genre. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to go off and come back, and when it's done, I'm going to show you the end results. Right, so that's all finished now. So if we go back to Serato and then we click rescan ID free tags, you can start to see things are starting to update. So you can see R&B, other, commercial. Let's just wait for this to finish and then we'll go through it. All right, so let's have a look. So let's scroll to the top and let's organize this by genre. So we've got things like, so he hasn't got much Afro beats in here. We've got classics. We've got some commercial music in here. So you can see like Adele, Alicia Keys, Beyonce, Sweet Dreams, etc. Scroll down. So his music library seems to be a lot of commercial music. He's got some dance music in here. He's got some dancehall music in here. So you've got Haters Want a War. He's got some hip hop in here. And if you see here on the right hand side, this is what I was talking about earlier about the subgenres. So you can see here for hip hop, it's also got in here gangster rap, hip hop, rap, and West Coast rap. So if you wanted to create, I don't know, some sub crates for West Coast rap, you could do that. Yeah, so scroll down, you've got hip hop rap here. Still got quite a lot of hip hop rap. So he is a hip hop rap DJ. So he's got a lot of music in here. And like I said, on the right hand side, he can subcategorize. So he's got gangster rap here, pop rap. So he can subcategorize. Now that we ran this, he can subcategorize. So let's scroll down. Let's have a little look more. So he's got a lot of hip hop R&B in here. He's got some Latin music in here. He hasn't got that much house. So the ones with no genre, these are the tracks that we couldn't find the genre for. But you can see here that the reason why we couldn't find them is because we just have track 2 or do you know what I mean? This isn't enough information to get this the genre. And then some tracks are just not found in Spotify to get the details. So, and then we have some other tracks that come back with other. So these are genres that I haven't catered for yet, but in future updates for the app, I'm going to be covering these. But you can see here that these tracks do have the years for them. So at least you've got half of the information. So if we scroll down, we've also got a lot of R&B. We've got some reggae music, and we've also got some UK music as well. So this is now organized his music in by genre and year. So he can do a lot of stuff with this. So on the left hand side, he can come over to here, create rule. He can go to genre is hip hop rap. He can click save, and over here he can change this to hip hop rap. And all of his hip hop rap tracks are in here. And then if he wanted to subcategorize further, he can create another subcrate. He can go composer contains West Coast rap. And if I click save, he has all of his West Coast rap tracks in here. And he can also create crates based on whatever information I've now given him in his music library. This is all well and good, right? So all the information is inside Serato, but if we still go back out to his folder structure, it's still a mess. So what we're gonna do is now clean this up. Now we're gonna come back to the folder structure and we're gonna run one more script. Now we're gonna run a script called move to genre. Now I'm gonna remove this one here because I want you lot to see all this. And move this down. So as you can see on the right hand side, this has all the MP3s and there's no folder structure at all. So we're gonna run move to genre. So I'm gonna click this. And now you can see on the right hand side that all the MP3 tracks have all gone, but they have now been moved into their genre folders. So if I go to Afrobeats here, just one track in there. Classics, just one track in there. Commercial, all of his commercial tracks are in here. Dance music, not that many in here. Dancehall, and then we've got Latin, and then we've got R&B, reggae, etc. But we've also put together all the tracks that are no genre and other, so he can organize these at a later date. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to bring back in the tracks that we took out earlier that we needed to sort. So I'm just going to come back out one, and I'm going to grab these and pull these into the music folder. I'm just going to delete the to sort folder, and then I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to just remove the new off of the end here. So now you can see that his music library is completely organized. I'm going to send this back to him now, and he's going to be able to do whatever he wants with a nice organized music library. Now, if you want me to organize your music library, check the link in the description down below. If you want to be the first to know when Music Library Tools is out, also check the link in the description down below. Now that you've watched this video, check this video out here.